And I appreciate all the requests that I've had, but I'm going to go ahead and do a song anyway. But this is one I used to do it on my road show quite a bit, and I've really never done it on any TV shows that much, so I'm pretty sure I'll forget the words, but I'm going to give it a shot. And it's not El Paso, so I'm sorry. To the town of Alfredo rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. Stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came a whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more, 1 and 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. It was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, the big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Ronny, what's your favorite Marty Robbins song?
I'd have to say probably "Man Walks Among Us," which I did not prepare that. So it's just a song he wrote about the desert and how civilization has just kind of encroached on it, and how the desert will one day be gone. And you know, if you go out to Phoenix nowadays, you can just about pretty well see that that's happened. You know, but he's singing the song from the animal's perspective. You know, and it's just a neat, pretty song. You know, but I don't know. There's so many. Every one of them have got a different
meaning to me in my life. Like when El Paso, when he wrote El Paso, we were in a Cadillac, which, I think Singing the Blues had paid for, but which he didn't write. But no, we were going to Phoenix. I want to say 57, probably 57, 58, and I can just remember him being in the back seat, and I was in the front seat. Mama was driving, and we were going through El Paso, I didn't really realize even where we were at the time, because when you're driving for a couple of days, you don't really know where you're at after a while. So, but he's writing the song down, and all these words are coming out, and it's just like, as fast as he can write them down, he's singing them, and I thought, man, that is a neat song, And I, looking back, I bet there's probably 7 or 8 minutes of song. I'm sure he discarded a lot of the verses, but I have no idea for sure. But I just remember when he would sing that, for 100 miles, I guess, just singing it and rewriting it and changing things, and we'd get to like Lordsburg, New Mexico. He'd put it down, then going back through and come back, he'd get his tablet and he'd start writing again. And I just never thought anything more about it until about a year later, and it's out on an album, and of course they did that whole album in, I think, 4 hours.
The Gunfighter
the
album?
Gunfighter album they did in 4 hours. They did El Paso in 3 takes. Goodness. And this was with like a 3-track. They had the left track, right track, and the vocal track was down the middle. And I think it was one of the first 3 tracks. I think before that, I think it'd been a lot of 2-track stuff.
Yeah. Also, what I really loved about that at the time, that was around the time I think they made the rules. All the disc jockeys made the rules that if anybody, I'm sure you heard this too, and that the records could not be over a certain amount of time. Remember that? And that's why, we had to go down to where, like, Last State didn't have an instrumental in it. So many of mine, we would just like sing them through and that was it. And I just always was just, yes, when Marty did El Paso, I was like, I thought that was for all the little guys too, like take that. Because it was right in that time.
Well, the disc jockeys liked it too, because they'd play El Paso and go down the hall to the little boys' room.
It was great.
CBS actually did a cut-down version. They cut out a verse or 2 of it, and so many people complained about it that they started playing the album cut.
Being shot, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the thing about it is, what a lot of people never realized about this, and I'm sure Daddy would agree that the cowboy didn't get shot because he killed the guy. He got shot because he stole the horse.
Absolutely. That's right. Absolutely.
Boy, I thought that was going to go a lot better.
Sing the song for us. Sing El Paso.
We'll give it a try. I don't have any harmony here, so
you got a bunch of harmony.
See, that's what. See, I wanted. Did you see how that worked? That worked pretty well.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, and that was to run. the back door of Roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run, up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso out to the Badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso my life would be worthless, everything's gone in life, nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young baby, my love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet will find me, tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my throat. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso, I can see Rose's cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward, down off the hill to Felina I go. Off to my right I see 3 mounted cowboys, off to my left ride a couple or more, shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me, I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I am trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Felina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle, I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side, cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for. One little kiss and Felina, goodbye. Good job, guys. Don't worry about me, it's all over now. Though I may be blue, I'll manage somehow. Love can't be explained, it can't be controlled. One day it's warm, the next day it's cold. Don't pity me, 'cause I'm feeling blue. Don't be ashamed, I appreciate your sympathy. It might have been you. Time, then go love, I'll understand. Don't worry about me. sweet, sweet love. I want you to be as happy as I when you loved me. I'll never forget you. You're a sweet memory. It's all over now. Don't worry about me. When one heart tells one heart goodbye, one heart is free, one heart will cry. Baby, sweet, it's alright. Don't worry about me.